Hey there guys, and welcome back to God of War Ghost of Sparta. It's been a while, but I'm back now. Presentations are done-ish. That's it, I pretty much nailed it, and oh, not gonna happen. That was beautiful timing there. So yeah, presentations are done, gonna be making some vids again for the time being. But not for too long because I have exams coming up starting the 20-something, 27th, I'd say. And of course, no college exam week is complete without essays. Yay. Anyway, Smash. You know, I must say I respect these guys. I don't know what the hell they're called, but I respect them. Why? Well, look at them. To take on Kratos, you gotta have huge balls. And these guys have huge balls. Wish we could just find a sack big enough to hold them. I mean, maybe that's kind of the size of a Titan's ball sack or something. Why am I talking about that? I don't know. And let's just get rid of these things. Alright, here you go. Have your giant ball smashed over your head. And I completely forgot what we did in the last episode because it's been like a week ago. So we'll just kind of wing it from here on out. Oh yeah, I fixed those statues. See, they're all working now. And that's a big ass ball of lightning. I wish that thing was that useful in the actual game instead of just a cutscene. But no. Freaking Eye of Atlantis is kinda useless. Anyway, a bridge is now created. How convenient. I mean, we could have just probably swam across. Swimmed. I know for a fact it's not swimmed. So that's not an actual word. Okay, guess I pressed triangle there instead of circle. Oh well. How am I not used to the PS3 controller yet? I've only been using it for, I don't know, 10 years or so. But General, the PS3 hasn't been out for 10 years. I know, but the controller layout's exactly the same as the PlayStation 2, which has been out for over 10 years. And which I've owned for over 10 years. I think, at least. When did I get my PS2? I know I got my GameCube in 2001. Got my PS2 sometime after that, I think.
The domain of death. A dark netherworld, nestled between the land of the living and the realm of the dead. A purgatory, ruled by the god of death, Thanatos.
Now, before I'm going to get a lot of comments about this, I will just explain it in the video itself. But General, I thought Hades was the god of death, and when you die you go to the underworld. Well, kind of. Hades isn't actually the god of death, he is the god of the underworld. So I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I think that when you die, it's, Thanatos enables it, I think, and then your soul gets sent to the underworld, which is Hades' kingdom, and you're brought there by Charon the boatsman, who was in God of War Chains of Olympus, who's long since dead in the God of War continuity. So I don't know who they got to replace him. You never see who. Or maybe the people just have to walk now instead of take a jolly boat ride. Oh well, die Minotaur. And I really, really hate these frickin' satyr enemies. They are so annoying. I mean, I got my God of War 2 Platinum Trophy the other day, and pretty much the hardest thing about that was the, Challenge of the Titans, you know, the mini-game challenges that you have to beat. And there were a couple of them that were pretty damn hard. But I got them all eventually. Crap. It's not fair, I missed the quick time event because I was fighting the satyr, not the frickin' Minotaur. Oh well. Just get rid of you already. Anyway, I think you can feel the end of the game approaching. I mean, we are in the domain of death, which is where Deimos is being held. So you can imagine that the final confrontation is kind of coming up. Kinda strange, though, how the entire game's like, oh, you have to save Kratos' brother, and you pretty much don't see his brother, ever. Kinda weird. I mean, sure, we saw him in flashbacks and stuff, but that doesn't really count. I mean, he kinda looked like your generic wimpy kid. Unlike Kratos, who was a badass even when he was a kid. Kinda surprised they didn't even have a full mustache by then. I mean, he's that manly. Oh well. Apparently, the domain of death is not really what you'd expect. I mean, you'd expect, like, lava and spikes and skeletons on stakes everywhere. And it just kinda looks like an old palace. I guess it's cool. But no lava streams or something. You know, things that deal out death. I'm really expecting some death traps down the line here. Didn't really even need to open that chest, but I did. Because I felt like it. And there's a couple of plants that we have to burn away. Yay! I know that because I played Pokemon when I was a kid. And, in fact, I still play Pokemon to this day. I picked up Pokemon Black and White 2 today. Playing a little bit of Black 2. Not really that far in yet. Have one badge, about to get the second one. Teams Duat and Suwaddle. Hoping to expand it with a Magnemite. I caught one, but it had an awful nature, so I'm trying to get another one. And they're just not showing up. What I did run into was a couple of Magbees that pretty much drained my Pokeball supply of like 40 Pokeballs or something. How is Magby so hard to catch? I mean, that shouldn't even be possible. Oh well. Just kinda strolling around. Nothing really seems to be happening here. Hardly any enemies, hardly any real obstacles. Thanatos certainly isn't putting in an effort to keep me out. No sign of Deimos. Oh, there we go. It's just a couple of birds. And that stupid witch wraith enemy, I think it is. That I freaking hate. But they were pretty damn easy to fight in God of War 3. Because you could actually get to them when they were invincible. Because they can, like, go underground and you can't hit them. But in God of War 3, you can just yank them out of the ground like a total badass. And rip out your spine. Thank you. Yes, Kratos learned something from when he was in Mortal Kombat. Took a page out of Sub-Zero's book. I mean, Sub-Zero's the one who's known for the spine ripping, right? I think. Though I'm pretty sure pretty much every Mortal Kombat ninja has done that at one point or another. Anyway, damn it. Oh, okay, the exploding thingy didn't even kill it. And these wraiths are perhaps the most annoying ones in the entire series, because these ones have the lunge attack, which is unblockable. I mean, I don't block a lot in this game, I'm not gonna deny that, but when I do, I mean, that attack takes a while to get to you. So you have enough time to block, and I do, but it's unblockable, which freaking sucks. Which I guess is also why I'm not looking forward to playing this game on hard to get the Platinum Trophy, because that's basically all I need to do for that. Oh boy, I guess it's time for a puzzle. Because that big block thing has a white spot on it, which means you can grab it. And where do we take it? I haven't really seen anything that looked like... Oh, there we go, there's a ledge. Not that complicated of a puzzle. And that statue can be broken. Guess it's a statue of Thanatos. Why would you want to have big-ass statues of yourself around your house? I mean, that just screams pompous asshole to me. It's like something Something Soulja Boy would do. Or other of those gangster rappers who were so full of themselves. Like that Jay-Z... No, Kanye West was the guy. The obnoxious douchebag. Oh, I guess we're making progress. Oh, hidden thingy. And there's nothing in it. I still need to max out my magic meter. Is that gonna happen? Hope so. I really think it matters for the trophies because I have that one already. It's not my first playthrough of this game. I must say, when I was recording the God of War 2 LP, I really had to pull up a guide to get to the Gorgon Eyes and Phoenix Feathers and stuff, because they are well hidden in that game. Whereas in this game they are, most of the time, hidden in plain sight. They actually put in some effort to hide those in God of War 2. I mean, now I understand why I didn't get trophies for getting all of those on my first playthroughs of that game. Because you really have to, like, look everywhere to find them. Unlike in Chains of Olympus and the original God of War, where I pretty much got both.
The doors to the domain of death. A place neither mortal nor god had dared enter. Worshipped long before the Olympians, Thanatos, the god of death, dwelled within.
Okay, now you're just saying it strange. If you say Thanatos dwelled within, you make it seem like he's not dwelling there anymore. Whereas I'm pretty sure he's in there right now waiting for us. So it should be Thanatos dwells within. You know, present simple. That kind of stuff. I think it's present simple. I'm really not all that good with the terminologies and stuff. I mean, sure, I had to do English language tests in high school and stuff, and I pretty much always got everything right, but when someone asked me like a particular term, I had no clue what it was. I just did it, and I did it right. I just went with my gut feeling, and that just always happens to be right. I mean, I remember one exam, one of the assignments was, take these words and write down the plural forms. Now, I had no freaking clue what a plural form was, because I never bothered to actually do the homework or read the book. Because I pretty much always got straight A's without ever doing that. I was that awesome. So I went to hand the exam in, and she's like, why did you skip that assignment? Yeah, I don't know what a plural is. Teacher said, really? Yeah, really. It's, like, one fish, two fish. You know? One house, two houses. That one always confused me. You know how it's... The plural of mouse is mice? Why is the plural of house not heis? And why is the plural of spouse not spice? Well, I guess maybe because spice is a whole different word entirely. But it doesn't make sense. Those words are almost alike, they should be the same. And this is the third talking door. He's trying to creep me out. Although if I ever get a house later, I want to put like a voice message on my door whenever someone rings my doorbell. Like if it's a Jehovah's Witness, I want the message to say, go fuck yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching, bye bye.